I remember bugger all what's happening, so let's play. As the prosecutor said, we're pretty sure the fire started in the kitchen. Can we really be sure the prosecutor said that? Stop playing around, of course I did. Perhaps you should ask more important questions, boy. Yes, I'm only joking. Lel. Go on, detective. Right, so after that I got rudely interrupted by some kid over a silly joke. That's why you think it was where the fire started, yeah? I had some help from the other investigators working that one out, but yeah, that's why. Makes enough sense to me. Unfortunately. There was quite a bit of gas in there, if I'm told. A lot more than any other room in the house. Think about it, it sure is strange how the arsonist seemed to be targeting the kitchen. I wonder if there's a reason for that beyond just framing Cook. So, I mean... trying to find a piece of evidence with the floor plan. We have that bedroom, but that's not going to come into play for a while, I think. What's the matter? Just thinking. I've got nothing more to say, so continue whenever you're ready. Alright, well, here comes the important part. The door requires a card key to open, which is given only to the defendant, Cook Sue. And she can't be the only person allowed in there. What about the mayor? I could answer that, but what do I know? Why don't you ask the man himself? He's right, I'm afraid. But what about the butler? His duties never take him to the kitchen, so there's no reason for him to be there. It really is just Cook who can get inside, aside from me, the owner of the house. That's exactly what I was going to say. Sounds so much better from an even more reliable source, right? So bad. You know what this means, right? No, there's only Miss Sue could have entered the kitchen to start the fire. We didn't start the fire. Surely there must be someone else out there who can get in. You heard the man. Nobody could get through the door. Maybe someone has been hiding in there since the room was built. And they've just been waiting there for years to start a fire. It's a kitchen, so they'd have easy access to food, too. A ridiculous claim like that demands evidence. Very strong evidence. Right. I'll back off of that claim for the only reason of it might actually come true. So, if you got anything meaningful to add here or not? Nope, sorry to waste your time. Okay. Right, well, there's only really one thing left for me to say. I found a couple of other things in there, but that's pretty much our reasoning. That's a very general statement. What were these things you found? You know what they are. You yourself noted them while you were there. First was the gas can, which we found on the floor. It's empty, as you know. Sadly, there aren't that many prints on it. But we've been over that already. The other thing was whatever this is. Forget about that, though. We can't even tell what it is. You say that, but I'm keeping it in the court record regardless. Your court record must be quite cluttered by now. As they say, Mayor, the more the merrier. Better get pressing, boy. Not sure much is necessary, honestly. The problem with this testimony seems obvious. Is it? I'm not the most up-to-date on one on the investigation, so I guess I'll leave this to you. That shouldn't be a problem. I noticed this during our investigation, too. Now... Objection! Kitchen window was open. Detective Camille, I know you're amnesiac and all, but you seem to have forgotten something very significant from just an hour ago. Hey now, no need to bring my condition into this. Look, I acknowledge that only Cook could get through the door, right? I also acknowledge that means nobody else could get into the kitchen. If you ignore the fact that the window was wide open. Oh, that. What is that? What, never seen one of these before, Judge? It's the kitchen window. I'd recommend dropping by the kitchen sometime. I see. But how exactly does this provide another point of entry for another suspect? Well, if you wouldn't mind using your brain for a moment instead of piggybacking off of mine... It just so happens that the kitchen window had been left open on the night of the fire. Who's to say someone else didn't use to climb inside and throw gas around? Well, maybe I should be the one to say, yeah, that's right. Sure, someone could have climbed through if it had been open the entire time. But who's to say the defendant didn't use it to climb out of the kitchen? Also, if we assume you're right, how would the culprit even know it was open ahead of time? This crime would have to be pretty well planned out if someone other than the cook did it. It's very simple. There's a certain reason the cook had to open it, you see. Oh, is this where we... Where is it? Where is it? Exhaust duct. Apparently the exhaust duct broke down on her, and smoke had filled up the kitchen. Considering you found no proof of that, doesn't suggest that... Considering you found no proof of that, doesn't that suggest that the thing was tampered with? That's if it got covered up? Well... You can't exactly disprove the possibility, can you? I guess. That's because it's true! Oh, hi. After I'd gone to let the mayor know that the food was all ready, I'd gone back to the kitchen. Let's go and finish cleaning and stuff, but I'd come back to smoke everywhere. Hi, Leslie. Thanks, would you mind sitting down? Sorry. No, honestly, I don't care why the window was open. I'm just assuming it was to open up the possibility that someone else did it. Well, I like the idea Camille came up with, even if it's not totally consistent with my own idea. Thanks, miss. Now can I go to sleep? I haven't slept in 3 days. What about my idea? Anyways, your idea is stupid, Argus. The prosecution was aware that the window was open, of course, but it doesn't mean much. It's all a matter of time, you see? Time. Storm! Time! Yes, I'm glad it took enough time for you all to process that. But you're probably wondering, what time? Naturally, I mean the time between when the defendant fled the kitchen when the fire started spreading. And how exactly do you mean to prove that? Why, with help of a very faithful witness. Now, who might that be? Camille, you may take your leave. Let him know it's time. Him. Ah, got it. Sure, I'll go get him now. What do you think, boy? It could be worse. At least we've removed the impossible from our case. Of course, that would be the easy part. The important part is, can we remove the improbable? Hello there. Greetings, all. I was afraid it would be him. Welcome, Butler. Please state your Oh wait, I just did. Never mind then. What about his name? I'd rather not. But it's standard court procedure to know the witnesses' names. That very procedure is to state one's name and occupation when they come to the stand. You don't do that here, though. You don't do that here, maybe. But I do. Just call him Butler. He likes that. Would be satisfactory, yes. Ah, fine. Poor judge. There's no winning when you don't take sides. Now, Butler, you had quite a story for us when we last spoke. I do, and I must say, I'm quite disappointed in you, Cook. You seem like a decent girl. To think you would do something like this. Butler, please stop. Mr. Tim, I must say I'm more disappointed in your rushed conclusion. I do not yet know for sure that Cook was the arsonist. But Mayor, she... Honestly, I feel the same way. You too, sir? Yes, me too. I wouldn't expect you to be so easily convinced of Cook's guilt. Especially not after, you know. I apologize. Please don't listen to them. Remember that I called you here as a witness. I have reason to believe in the girl's guilt. Reason that neither of them are yet aware of, I hope. I kept my lips sealed, yes. Well, not entirely, but I'll keep mine sealed too. Good man. Now please, tell those two men all about time. Is that all right, sir? Of course. I take issue with your suspicions, but make no mistake, your testimony is vital. Speak truthfully, and we will reach the right conclusion. Speak truthfully. I see. Very well, let us discuss time. We're discussing time, then. Time to serve. I was heading to the kitchen that night to check if the food was ready. As I neared, I suddenly saw Cook run past me down the hallway. I was surprised and confused at the time, but it's clear now why she was running. Soon after that, I realized the house had been set on fire. That was deliciously vague. This is why you suspect her, isn't it? Is there a problem, sir? Yes, there is. What exactly is this testimony supposed to prove? I told you. Time. I mean, you're suggesting that one of the guests sneaked around outside the house, climbed into the kitchen through the window, covered the entire room in gasoline and set it on fire. All in that short time the cook was out. How could we even know how little time it was? Stupid question. Oh, me? Yes, sir, I'm afraid very little time had passed. Not nearly enough time for so much gas to have been spread around there. And trust me, as the butler, I must be quite good at keeping track of the time. That is entirely subjective. You'd think differently if you were me. Gentlemen, please. Sorry, Judge. Yes, sincere apologies, sir. There's my logic, as I'm sure you were wishing for. Only defendant could have done it, thanks to this man and his expert timekeeping. Don't give up, Argus. That man is lying to your face. Thanks, Storm. Is that true, Butler? No, that man has no idea what he's talking about. Nobody asked for your input, Mr. Send. Enough about that. Get to work, defense. Alright, let's do this. Well, was it ready? I believe so. Have you any idea when this was? Honestly, it could have been at any time after 11. That matches up well enough with the fire. Can't you be any more specific? While I don't wear a watch, I can easily say it was around 11:30. After all, this fire started very soon after. Butler, please. This logic seems reasonable to me. Fine. Move on. You're being pretty vague here. Apologies, sir, as that was not my intent. What is it you'd like me to clear up? There are a few things I can ask here. Where did she go? Where were you standing? What about the food? Let's start from the top. You said she ran down the hallway. I remember well, yes. You should be able to elaborate on this simple detail. Which way did she go? Yes, of course. May I borrow your map for a moment? Say no more, I got plenty of copies. Why, thanks, sir. Now let's see. Ran past me down that way. I'm sure of it. Towards the entrance, then? Correct. Is there anything of importance in this area? I just want to know if she did anything here. I don't believe so, no. When she ran past, she caught me by surprise. It paralyzed me for just a moment, you see. By the time I'd turned around, she was gone. There wasn't anything out of place there either, from the looks of it. You had to look around the place. I thought the time between then and the fire was a matter of seconds. Oh, it was a brief look, I assure you. I've been through that hallway many times over the last 40 years, or Or so. If something were out of place, I'd notice it in an instant. So basically, it was barely even an investigation. It'd be better than to suspect Cook of foul play. At the time. Right. Did you add this to the testimony? Right away, sir. Just gonna move on, press the rest. Again, I fail to see how you could be so sure of that under such little time. Listen, you have to take my word for it. I've been down there countless times, as I said. If something was out of place or missing, I would notice, even if it were a single chair. I believe you, at least. Why, thanks, Mr. Tim. Is that enough for you, Argus? Even your own co-counsel agrees with the testimony. It's only this one part I can vouch for, mind. Oh, I haven't much to say about the rest of the testimony. I guess I can accept his speedy investigation as valid, then? Yes. Great. Thanks for that. What was this reason? Have you not been paying attention? It's fine, it's fine. Of course, the reason she was running was because she had just set fire to the kitchen. It makes sense that she'd want to flee from a room on fire, no? I guess I did do the same. So his claim makes sense. I guess. Where exactly were you when you realized this? I had just entered my quarters, I believe. You were in your room? For how long? He said he had just entered, so I would think it would have been for about 5 seconds. Correct, that sounded about right. Bear in mind, too, if you still have any doubts, this is the time it took for the fire to spread into that room, not quite when it started. Wow, thanks, as if it wasn't hard enough as it is. Mayor, you know him better than me. Where do I start with this man? Can't imagine any reason why Butler would lie about this. In the rare event he does lie, it's a minor thing, and he does so to keep things simple. In that case, maybe there's a simple lie here? Would he? While under oath? Keep things simple, you know? You know, though, he kind of already did. Okay, where were you standing? I'd like to know where exactly you were standing when Cook ran out of the kitchen. Of course, sir. Let's refer to the map again. I was here, sir. Wait, had you walked past the kitchen door? Yes, sir. We normally keep the food trolley in the passage between the kitchen and the diner. As I was passing, I heard the door open from behind me. I looked back and saw her running. Makes enough sense to me. Now the question is, should I swap out the last statement for this one? Sure. Could you add this to the testimony? Right away, sir. How loud is that door? I was right next to it at the time. It doesn't need to be loud at all. It isn't, by the way. Not as loud as all the other doors. Wow, sorry I asked. It's a bit of a stupid question, to be fair. Just look at the map. Sorry, jeez. If I can try another line of questioning? Yeah. What about the food? What about the food? Are you alright, sir? From the sounds of it, you were the one who was supposed to bring us the food. Why didn't you? Ah. Afraid it slipped my mind, sir. I'd just gone back to my quarters. Just seeing Cook run out like she did, my mind sort of raced away, you could say. So in other words, you forgot. I'm very sorry for the disservice, sir. At the very least, I could show you where the trolley was supposed to be. Let's refer to the map again. That's strange. Sir? So it was left in the passage between the kitchen and the dining room. According to the map, that's in the fire's line of fire. And yet the food trolley doesn't look very badly damaged. Look at the map again. The fire didn't do as much damage down that passage. But it's right next to the intersection. How do we know? Maybe it was actually deeper down the passage, out of the fire's reach. Yeah, sounds about right. Only got a glimpse of the thing, after all. That's one possible contradiction eliminated. Damn. Now the question is, should I swap out the last statement? Yes. Right away, sir. I think we've covered all the important bits here, but there's still one thing I'm wondering. What is it, sir? Why'd you label the trolley as A? Oh, are you serious? How is this relevant? Because I'm curious. Now start talking. It's really quite simple, sir. That's the trolley's name. You named it Trolley A. You named the trolley Adam. What? Why? I like the name Adam. Have kids then. That's too much of a commitment. Tim family line ends with you then. Oh my god. I wonder if we could do this. False. I get it now. There was a long period of time when you were unconscious. You were knocked out by this piece of evidence. Would you like to examine my head to confirm that? It'd be easy to draw a conclusion at a glance. Objection withdrawn. Okay, that was good. No, that obviously wasn't generic. That was good. Okay, this is not the most intuitive, but one thing we did find out is that the Hunter Tim statue got robbed. So that's the one connection we have to this statement. Objection! Question, witness. Yes, sir? How thoroughly did you check that room? I regret to inform you that I did not check under the cushions. However, as I recall, they did not appear to have been disturbed. Wow. Anyway, there's one particular thing I'd like to confirm. Was the good gentleman here not missing his equipment at the time? Ah. No? Where are you going with this? Just follow along with me for a moment. Butler, can I get a definitive answer that this statue was still decked in his equipment at the time? You mocked me, sir. I certainly would have noticed something as obvious as that. Well, then you slipped up somewhere. Because all this happened right before the fire, as you say. And the old man should have already been robbed blind. That's true. How can we know, though? How can we know the equipment was actually stolen before the fire? Because you, the defense, said so? Yeah. I cannot accept this argument. If you want to continue this debate, show us proof that backs up your claim. If you insist, this will validate my claim that the statue was robbed before the fire started. Is that where we saw Warren? See, it wasn't actually me who took note of this in the first place. That honor goes to Mr. Guest. That old man. Yes, he was one of the guests that night. He noticed the stolen equipment very shortly before the fire. What does this even mean? It's very simple. This event that Butler describes happened before the statue lost its equipment. It must have happened much earlier than he thought. With this in mind, there was plenty of time for someone to have climbed into the kitchen. Why? Why didn't anyone tell me about the statue? Sir, please. Well, I can't say I like the implications of this. What is it now? You really don't mean to confuse things, sir, but I'm quite sure of myself when I say very little time passed. Well, you're wrong. Just please, let me explain. What you're suggesting does not sit well with me at all. Time management. Having served as the family's butler for over 40 years, my sense of time must be more than adequate. It's simply impossible I wouldn't notice so much time pass. You mock me. I'll continue to insist that the time between then and the fire was a matter of seconds. I may not be able to explain the statue contradiction, but this is something I cannot be unsure of. Strange. What is? I picked up on the usual traces of dishonesty he shows throughout his time on the stand. But he does not appear to be lying about this at all. He could be covering it up really well. No, I know he's hiding something from us. But he is sure of himself in regards to this. I've been with him since I was young. I know his tricks. Yet here he stands, straight, firm, not a trace of nervousness. I guess I can take the mayor's word for it. Strange. And stranger is that I can't quite see an explanation in the evidence. No! Time to bust out the super present once again. Somebody please help me. Not again. Is everything alright down there? Nope. Let's get started. Not again. Oh boy. Just fucking press. Has it really been that long? Let's see, if he's 54 now, then yes, that should be about right. It's hard to believe. I was trained for this kind of thing, and I've never once lost practice. I wouldn't suddenly slip up for something like this. He's right, I'm afraid. His punctuality is remarkable. Well, damn. You're starting to realize, it seems. It's simply impossible I wouldn't notice so much time pass. You mock me, you. I don't mean to mock you, but it seems to be the only explanation for that contradiction. Here's an idea. A crazy one. Maybe he just didn't even see the statue at all. No, I saw the statue for sure. It was as it has always been. That's not possible. She's right. It may seem so, but we'll continue to insist that the time between then and the fire was a matter of seconds. What about the statue? I know it lost its stuff, just a little bit before the fire. Warren can back me up. Can't just ignore this contradiction. I know, but does it really mean much? Yes! Unless you're saying that in the seconds between you going back to your room, somebody stealthily came down and stole the stuff from the statue. Warren and I came downstairs. The mayor brought me to the dining room. And we had a nice short exchange with each other. Then the fire started. Wait, what were you two doing upstairs? I need to use the bathroom. We're both there. Yeah. Alright. He's on to me. Damn. Hope you have an explanation ready. If I did, I wouldn't be coming to you for help right now. For what it's worth, I'm sure there would be a specified reason for the butler to make a mistake. The question is, would that mistake be him totally losing track of time? Or him somehow thinking the statue was still there as normal? I, for one, didn't notice the latter until the next morning, so he seems sure of himself in regards to both, though. What could he have gone wrong? Oh boy. Oh boy. Trying to think about what to do. Okay, so let's review. We need to somehow prove that either he missed the time passing, or he somehow got fooled into thinking the statue was undisturbed. I don't know how we'd possibly do that. I got no clue. Let's just fuck around with something. Oh, Lord. There's probably a contradiction here. Give it a 1 in 5 chance at least. Your maths is wrong. Have a penalty. To be fair, I did at least pass maths. That's a plus. So, I don't think... I feel like... Oh! Oh! Something just hit me. I don't think we can prove the statue wasn't messed with. I think we can prove that he did miss the time. I didn't think the empty bottle was going to come into play this early, but I just, like, something random popped back in your head. I'm just remembering the time near the end of the last video when Storm was feeling drowsy, so he wasn't going to stand in court with us. He was just going to go sit in the gallery. He was feeling sleepy. We thought it was jet lag, but he did try the food. So I wonder... That's something. So we're going to use the empty bottle. I didn't think we were going to... Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. And add the food. Objection! Oh. Are you okay, sir? Butler, answer me honestly now. Did you really forget about the food trolley that night? What do you mean? Oh no, he's getting nervous again. Guess I'm on the right track. I have a suggestion. Are we still unsure of what this little bottle is supposed to be? Oh, that? He's still here, wow. Yes, this thing. I've been on the phone with the guys at the department. Nope, sorry. We still can't tell what it is, but we're still at least sure it used to contain a drug. And that's the thing, it was a drug. So what if it was a sleeping drug of some kind? I think that would mess with your consciousness a little. Nice idea, but the bottle was in the kitchen. Even if it is a sleeping drug, how would the butler have taken it in? Obviously, he didn't take it from the bottle. Maybe the drug was placed in, you know, the food? What are you implying? The reason the food never arrived at the dining room, and the reason why the butler didn't notice so much time passed before the fire, because he ate some of that food and lost consciousness. All of you, be quiet. That can't be true. I don't even intend to prove it. I don't even know what kind of drug it is. Well, we know where the trolley is, don't we? Why don't we just run a test for that drug in the food? Now that I think about it, wouldn't that also explain... Oh my god. Go on, do it. Not only is it still there, but I'm fairly sure it's still active. Oh dear, I know exactly who you're thinking of. I'll go call the guys at the scene. So, I'm back. Already? We can work pretty fast when we're excited. Anyway, they did a test of Adam's food. You're right, Argus. They found traces of a weak sleeping drug inside the soup. No way! What happened now is obvious. Everything in your first testimony was correct up until that last part. If you check the hallway, you brought the food trolley into your room. And it tasted the soup and then spaced out. By the time you snapped out of it, the house must have already started burning. Because of this, the prosecution's time issue no longer holds up. Is that all it was, Butler? I'm very sorry, Mr. Tim. The boy there is correct. So it's true. You're the reason we all went home on empty stomachs. Guess the guests didn't get to go home, but... Yes, sir. You see, as the butler, I always strive to do my very best. And now, that takes a lot out of me. As I neared the trolley that evening, the smell overtook me. How could I resist it? I only wanted to taste mine. It was at that moment that Coke ran out of the kitchen. Fearing I might get caught, I took the trolley to my quarters. Picked up the spoon, had a taste, and the next thing I knew... I was surrounded in flames. I was shocked for a moment before I decided to run. I waited outside the house, and the moment the fire brigade had left, I sneaked inside and moved the trolley back to where it should be. Oh, Butler, my old friend. Why didn't you just tell me you were hungry? Pardon, sir? I would have gladly reserved a last-minute spot at the table for you. What makes you think you aren't welcome? I'm a mere servant, is it? A mere servant? And am I the queen? You're the mayor, though. Around here, that's pretty close. Never imagined. Butler, I've known you for over 40 years. If you weren't welcome at the table, neither would my very own brother. Now raise your head. When I come home, I want to see the same old Xavier I've known since childhood. No, Mayor, your name! Wait, is that his name? No. Vic, you just... Oh, pardon me. I did not mean to let that slip out. What's the problem with a name like that? I will take my leave before you say any more. My, what a tear-jerking scene. Now, let's get back to discussing the weight of the defendant's crime. Still fighting, huh? Even though I've blown a big hole through your case? What have you even proven that benefits your case? That time wasn't actually an issue? Okay, sure, we'll get to that. My case holds as strong as it did, if not stronger than before. Yeah, sure, without the... wait, how can it be stronger? You flew a little too close to the sun just now. In your attempt to prove the girl's innocence, you proved something else entirely. That attempt was made on the mayor's life. What are... Ah! Oh, that's a new face. You get it. You used the sleeping drug to overturn the butler's testimony. So I will use it to charge the defendant with attempted murder. The arsonist intended to kill me with a fire. If I had made it to the dining room, the three of us would have been burned to death. Hold on, the trolley had been left outside the kitchen. Who could have put the drug in there? What about that one little thing you've been ignoring? Matters most is the fire. At the time it was started, you were all together. You all gave each other alibis. Oh, phew, I was worried for a second. What? You didn't look into everyone's alibis in enough detail, prosecutor. I guess that's what happens when you rush an investigation like this. Don't you see, out of all of us, one person doesn't have that alibi. Or to suggest that Butler did it. Ah, he was asleep in the drugged soup at the time. No, there's a more obvious person here. This person was not in the dining room at the time. Was such a person? Do better next time. Come on, this is an easy one. Let's stop the pointless build-up and make the accusation. This person does not have an alibi. Now we're getting back to Warren, right? Warren guessed. He wasn't with us when the fire broke out. What? He wasn't? The woman said he was. You only asked her. I stand by my case. It said that old man is going to get a wood-cutting army at his doorstep if you just get up here. Warren, could it really have been him? Had to be someone. It certainly wasn't an act of God or a trading card. I'm certainly interested. However, we've been here for quite some time now, so I propose we have a recess first. I can wait, don't worry. Fair enough, I've got someone I need to talk to anyway. I'm glad we're all in agreement. We're going to resume in 20 minutes. Have the witness ready by then. Alright, break time. Actual break time. Hell yeah. Murder? Did she say she's charged me with murder back there? No. Just attempted murder. Attempted murder, yeah. That's not making me feel any better. Listen, it'll all be fine. I think I'm starting to gain control over this trial. Yes, there's no need to worry. I've made it this far, so you might as well relax at this point. Like me, probably. Hey, Storm. Great work out there, friend. Hey there, Stormy Skies. Getting enough sleep up there? I've been drifting off now and again, but I'm doing my absolute best to stay awake. Honestly, the jet lag must have hit harder than I thought. What about that soup? The soup? Yeah, you know, that soup you had a taste of earlier? Well, that sure explains a few things. Looks like that's another mystery solved, at least. Yeah, you're making such great progress, I can feel it. Oh, that's right. So you think the old man did it? Right now? Well, yes and no. What? You're not sure? By elimination, yes, it probably was him. That said, I can already imagine the stormy seas that lie ahead. Well, it definitely wasn't me. Of course not. Why, I have half the suspect list crossed out based on nothing but blind belief. Yes, this is including the belief that I didn't take a memory loss drug at any point. I would think you'd have 5 of the 6 suspects eliminated by the accusation phase. I do, just that the other 2 are eliminated by the evidence. Then go out there and get that adrenaline pumping. Oh. Oh, Bottle, what a sad state you put my friend in. Empty bottle shattered. You just destroyed the evidence. Yeah, don't worry. They can tape the shards back together if anyone gets annoyed. I'll just pretend I didn't see that and tell you to get yourself back to the trial. Good look out there. Got a plan ready? Nope. I'm just gonna question him and see what happens. Good plan. That's how to do it. Finally, it's time to drag Mr. Guest to the stand. Don't know what he was doing last night, but it's time. It's all coming out today. One way or another. Court is back in session for the trial of Cook Sue. Is the witness ready, prosecutor? I think so. Is he ready or not? He's certainly fit to testify, but he's not exactly taking this well. Oh dear. I'll have to deal with it then. I want to see him now. Fair. Camille. Got it. Why am I here? Argus is all yours. Why me? Hi. Ah, you. The lawyer boy. Should have known it'd be you who called me in here. Guess we'll start with your name and occupation. You're so deceptively polite too, talk about that. Foreign guest, ex-military. Now state your reason for bringing me to this place. Right, well... he thinks you did it. That's so. Thought the reason you kept an R&I in that enclosure was to prevent exactly this from happening. It was, and I'm sorry about that. Instead of apologizing, how about you prove his case wrong? I'm afraid I'll need you for that. What? I'm the one who's to do your job. Hey look, I don't really suspect you right now. Let me make that much clear. What I actually find suspicious were your movements last night. You know what I'm talking about. I suppose you have the right to be suspicious of that. I just want to know what you were doing sneaking around. Now, where did the fire come into that? If it had nothing to do with the fire, I wouldn't be here to testify about it. I know your ways, lawyer. Come on. What am I going to do to leak just a few little secrets? I'm telling you nothing. Mr. Guest, you're suspicious enough as it is. Mr. Hakan may not suspect you, but I do. So I can't plead the fifth. That's insane. Fine, how would I tell you the bare minimum? That'll suffice. Thank you for your cooperation. Let's go then. I want to hear why you were sneaking around in that bedroom. I also want to know where you went while I was distracted by the statue. I told you I went to the bathroom. Great. Didn't even know that in your testimony. The bedroom? Uh-oh. I'll admit I was doing a bit of a search around the house, but I meant no harm. Just wished to have a look into the past, you could say. Only wanted to have a look around one of the bedrooms, though I didn't find much. It's mainly because the boy over at the defense caught me in the act. That's why I left him while he was gaping at that statue. I had another emergency. Okay. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? Hope you're happy. That I shall be leaving. Not so fast, sir. Curse you! What is this? What could you want? You still need to go through the sudden questioning. Just answer your questions. Need to hear more. Ridiculous. Let me go home. This won't take long if you cooperate. In that case, sir, ask me what you like. You just may or may not decide to answer. Sounds like a deal. Mayor knows we're up to something. He certainly has his secrets. I'm glad you're making this easier for me by admitting to the sneaking right away. Though considering you were walking around the house without the owner's knowledge, sorry if I don't believe this. Well, that's quite a shame, isn't it? I'll be moving on then. You want to time travel? Oh, no. Think of that room like a time capsule. You said no, but then you said it's like a time machine. Not a time machine, a time capsule. Not understanding. What is the difference between a capsule and a machine? Time capsule is... Wait, why am I elaborating here? You little shit. I hope that was an act. What? I see. I see. Yeah, yeah. That's a very general statement. Want to elaborate on it? No. What do you want to know? Let's give us a better idea of what you were doing. Which bedroom were you in? What were you doing? Trying to connect me to the fire, no doubt. Fine, I'll humor you. You may remember, it's the second bedroom on the right. Third door including the bathroom. That's what I was doing. Irrelevant. Is that so? Of course it is. I was under the impression that the key room of interest related to the fire was the kitchen. I was under the impression that this trial was for said fire. Whatever I was doing in that room, it had no connection to the fire. Is that how it is? Actually, why not? Let's present the map. I'm not sure I can agree with that. Eh? Don't be stupid, lad. We're talking about the fire here. So am I. What? Oh, hey, it's that time again where you were expected to show some evidence. Sure, sure. Lel. You're gonna stand there claiming you had nothing to do with the fire. Based on what you just said, I would hesitate to call this just a coincidence. Come on, you made it all too easy. You just said you were in the second bedroom on the right. That's the part you have a problem with. Yeah. Yeah? Take a look at the map. I see it. No, not that part. This part. Looks like that one bedroom got it pretty bad. What's it? The second one from the right? What on? It's strange too, because look at the damage done to the second floor. Damage becomes weaker by the time it reaches the door to that bedroom. Now why is that? Yes, how did that happen? It doesn't require much thought. This is probably what caused the fire to do more damage to the bedroom. It's asking for evidence. I don't... No. Present gasoline. Yep, gasoline. Well, it takes a little bit of gasoline. I don't like the implications there. You should, given that this is a direct accusation. What the hell? Makes sense, right? Our guest here wasn't in that bedroom to search for the past at all. What you were actually doing there was spreading gas around. Come to think of it, I remember that bedroom well. One of the things I noticed in there was a puddle. At the time I wasn't sure what exactly it was, but now it's clear. The smell. Not sure how I didn't realize, but it was clearly gasoline. That's my theory. Discuss. Discussing. In progress. Ha! Yes, very nice. It seems like somebody must have come along before me and spread gas there. And you just happened to come in and sneak around that same room for no reason. That's funny. How about you stop patting yourself on the back and start thinking about your theory? Just acknowledge the obvious flaws in it. What flaws? You just said you noticed a little gas puddle in the room. Are you disclosing the fact that you yourself had a little search of that room? You did? I just wanted to make sure you didn't do anything wrong. That's exactly the point. The fact is, we just went downstairs. The fact that we just went downstairs after suggests you found no real signs of such. Now tell me. Oh fuck. Round 3. Say round 2. Nothing. I was looking around in that bedroom. The lawyer there happened to come in. He immediately sent me to the corner of the room and conducted a full search of his own. Yet in that search, didn't find any containers that could have held that gasoline. Didn't expect it to show up. It's not like I could have hid it very well, either. In short, I had no way of containing the gas, so I couldn't have done what you say I did. Is it in your wooden leg? That's true. Definitely didn't find any when I did my search. Definitely wouldn't have been able to fit this thing in his pockets. Shut up, boy. It's not over yet. Still have a chance to figure this one out. Will I be able to, though? Yes. Just need to think outside the box a little bit. Outside the box. I see. Where did he hide the gas can? Where did he hide the gas can? These the right questions? No. How about this? Where did he hide the gas? He just fucking Super Mario Sunshine Yoshi that shit. All over the floor. That's a nasty mental image. I apologize for that. I did do this, yes. Glad to hear. Your acknowledgement here is vital to my testimony. Okay, so, why does this matter? Alright. I can assure you I searched that room pretty thoroughly. Why? Oh no, I can assure you I didn't look through anything personal. Just kind of checked the drawers and wardrobe and anything else that... Anywhere else you could have hid something. So you looked everywhere. I see. Oh well, it's probably not a big deal. So can we all agree that you searched the entire room, top to bottom? I guess we are. Good. Now... After that search, he didn't find any container that could have held the gasoline. That's true, I didn't see that big bright red canister anywhere. Can we really be sure he used that can while in there? Could have put the gas in a cup or something. Where was this cup? Well, I figured your answer would be something like that. Say one single opening word, then trail off completely. You truly have everything under control. Is it really true that he could have contained any gas? Wait a minute. Oh, that little puddle on the floor. I just forgot that in there somehow. Think of it, what was that little puddle doing there anyway? He was just there to pour gas everywhere. Why would he have left so little? Wonder. The puddle is the key to understanding the true nature of this container. Maybe you heard my footsteps as I came near. Maybe I did. That wouldn't have helped me much, would it? I'd still be hard-pressed to find a hiding spot you wouldn't have found during your search. Here's the point. Thinking about it like this is just avoiding the issue. You're right. There's gotta be a cleaner way to solve this. Having listened to this argument, I'm sure I can come up with a way you could have contained the gasoline. And stop saying you can't and just do it. Okay, of course I can do it. Be ready for the start. And tell us, did Born contain the gas? Obviously in his leg. Oh fuck, it's right. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.